Paper 19 is so short. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna smack myself in the face, like, really?
Yeah. Let's see. Privileged members. No member of the legislature shall be liable in any civil or criminal action, whatever for words spoken in debate. Liable. Oh, that one should be obvious. Like,
Yeah.
no,
It's just like another
liable.
way of saying be professional.
No. Okay. Say me and you are debating on a unicameral floor, since me and you are legislators. So me and you are debating over a bill or something, okay? And say you gave me an example, and that example was you, and that example you gave me was something that you actually did, and it was a crime. But you're using it as an example for to use to persuade me to get whatever you want me to persuade me for the bill that we're debating over. So what basically this is saying, even though you just admitted in a debate that you committed a crime, even though you're just explaining to me about the crime you just committed to help me to get me to do whatever you want me to that you're trying to persuade me for, you're not liable. If I'm assuming this is correct on how it's worded, you're not liable for a civil or criminal case, meaning you're not going to get arrested for you just admitting you just committed a crime on a public recorded spoken debate, because technically you're exercising your First Amendment right, but at the same time you're a politician, so you kind of can't get arrested anyway, depending on what crime it is. Because in Nix that's going to change, but because I do believe politicians should be equally arrested for a crime they committed, especially if there's a victim. So, but we could work around that when we
Get to
start
that point.
analyzing the draft. We'll work on that. But anyway, so that's basically what it means. You can't be thrown in jail if you basically just admitted that well, here's the thing. Here's why I want you to vote for this bill. See, for example, I committed fraud. And I'm like, what? So, um, so I mean, obviously that's a crime with a victim. So, because you were fraudulenting somebody. So yeah. So, I guess I will copy this. I guess I'll copy that. No member is liable in any civil or criminal case. Oh, action. Whatever for words. Spoken, or no, in a spoken debate. All right. Let's move on to number 20.
20.
Oh my god, it's so long. No, let's see. Acts taking effect after 3 months. Oh, okay. Oh, this one we definitely need to talk about. Okay. Yep, no, this one's like all serious mode important. Okay. Yep, emergency bills, emergency clauses. Yep, takes effect after 3 months, those kind of things. Oh, yeah, that's something that a legislator's got to have. Yep. Okay, so obviously, we've actually never had a rule like that. Obviously, if a unicameral passes something, it goes to me. I sign it. It is law. It is done. Okay, so on here it says if a bill is passed, wait 3 months. I mean, obviously, it gets signed by the governor, but wait 3 months, then enact the law. So, like, say, for example, if the law was banning hot dogs, don't ask. If it was banning hot dogs, okay, so the law passed, the governor signed that hot dogs are now banned. You have to wait 3 months. So, in 3 months, the hot dogs are going to be banned. But you can still eat, possess, sell, and buy hot dogs until those 3 months are up. So, it gives the people 3 whole months to adjust to the new law before it officially gets enacted. So that's basically what that means. So should we have a thing like that, Senator Bree? Where if we pass a law, should we wait for a certain amount of time? Or should we just continue what we've been doing where it gets passed, gets signed, it's enacted? Or should we give people the time to adjust to the new laws that are coming? I mean, obviously we have to inform people that a new law is coming and it's passed and it's about to be enacted, all that stuff, but should we give people time to adjust?
I would honestly think it would really depend on what that law is.
Really depends on what that law is.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Secretary, what do you think?
I agree with Bree.
Okay. So let me think real quick. Because obviously, as the drafter of the bill, this one makes more sense for me. So let me think real quick. Well, I won't lie to you. Nebraska, like I've said many times before, Nebraska has a very unique legislature. So, and we are inspired by Nebraska's legislative branch. So you know what? We're going to adopt the 3-month rule. So whenever a law is passed by the House of Representatives, not the unicameral, because that's what's going to be called if this bill passes. So if the House of Representatives passes a law and I sign it, it will not be enacted for 3 months. So I think we'll adopt that. I think I'll be okay adopting that. 3 months is not a long time either. So I think I'll be okay with adopting that. Oh yeah. Let's see what else. After the adjournment of the session. Okay, so that's what happens when you don't keep reading. So okay. Oh that part's obvious. Yeah. So hold on. Does it say the entire session as which it is passed? Okay, yeah. Unless it is passed. Okay, yeah. So obviously if it passes and the meeting is done, so when the meeting's done, the bill's gonna get sent to me and then I sign it and then we wait 3 months. So yeah, that's basically how it works. Yep. Okay, so unless in case of emergency, which is expressed in the preamble of the body of the act, legislators shall by a vote, 2/3 of all members select, otherwise direct, all laws shall be published within 60 days after the adjournment of each session, distributed among the several counties in such manner as hold on a minute. Oh, okay, I like that. Transparency. I like that. So we might actually copy this whole article, not gonna lie. Okay, so what the rest of it said is that if the unicameral meeting's done, all the bills that we passed, they have to be delivered to everybody in the next 60 days after the adjournment of the meeting. So that means everybody's got to get a copy of what laws have been passed. I mean, obviously I'm trying to do that, but that could be difficult. If I can figure out how to fax stuff to people, that'll make it easier. I mean, I could just send in Google Docs and just tell them to print it, but I don't know. I guess I could do that. That'll make it easier because, everybody's on the internet now, so.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. And knowing that, they got the website. So, yeah. Okay. Without emergency clause. I'm trying to understand the emergency part about this one. So, if I'm reading this correctly, Bree, we're in a unicameral session. We done our House bills. All of a sudden, you decided to call for an emergency clause for something. But since you called for it, now we have to vote to halt the 3-month enactment or something, or maybe, hold on, I'm trying to read this correctly. Otherwise direct. Oh, okay. So okay. So say there's a law that needs to be a law now. Like if you think there should be a law, there should be a law now, and you want to call for an emergency to get it to be a law now, you can call for an emergency clause to get the House of Representatives to call for a vote, which needs a 3/4 vote to decide if that law should be law now, instead of waiting for 3 months to be enacted. So, should we have something like that? Or should we be patient and just have it wait for 3 months?
Well, again, it definitely depends on what that law is.
That excuse me. No, that part's obviously true. But in general, should we have that?
I mean, we could definitely put it into practice.
Okay.
I know I wouldn't say it would be a actual thing, but
Which
once we put
reminds
it into
me.
practice, we have more people.
Oh yeah. Which reminds me, I gotta make a script in the future. I gotta make a script for me and a script for Her Majesty for unicameral meetings. Not like a script, but like it's supposed to tell you what do you do first, what do you do second, what do you do third, and then we continue on after that and whatever. So I need to do that. So because it's probably just gonna be for me and her anyway. But in the House of Representatives, if this amendment would be, assuming it would be an amendment, I've already forgotten. I'll just watch the video because I know I brought this topic up before. No, it would be an amendment. Yep, it would be an amendment. I remember because we're changing the entire legislative branch. So yeah, it would have to be an amendment. Okay. Okay, so yeah, well, I'll take up all of number 20. I'll just do the same thing like I did before, all that slow motion stuff. Well, the videos are gonna be short, so I guess I could say I have enough time to do it. I won't lie to you, I kind of got back on Minecraft now to help ease my mind. So I'm trying to like build up my city map that I'm on now, so that's what I'm trying to do.
I honestly need to get back into Trove.
Yeah, I need to get back on Trove too, but there's just so much stuff to do. So.
And I just got a second job, so there's that as well.
Like, can you imagine us getting the island right now and how many citizens we would get just like that?
Oh, yeah.
Just like that. Oh, I cannot wait till we get this island. At least the island's cheap. It's a lot, well, it ain't cheap, but it's a lot cheaper than the island we were going for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And only that, to Senator Ross's point, Hog Island might actually be too swampy for us to develop on, but I don't know. I don't know that for sure. I've never been there.
We would
But
have
of
to
course,
visit to be able to tell.
that is true. But when I was using Scribble Maps to make the map proposal and whatever for the federal counties, um, Hog Island was showing up on a map as um, an almost non-existent land mass. So it showed me the shape of the island, but it had like little leaf symbols on it, and those leaf symbols resemble sandy beach, swampy area mixed together. So, but when I go to Bell's Island, which is the island we're going for right now, Bell's Island actually has a landmass. Like it actually pops up. Like it actually pops up. Like it's got a shape. It's got an elevation.
I
It's got all that
do
stuff.
have a bit of a concern, though.
What's that?
We all know how the weather has been lately. Or
Well,
any of
well, it's
our
not like it's not like we're
islands,
gonna get the island anytime soon. But go on.
or any of the islands that we were planning on getting in the direct past with the past hurricanes we've been having. Because if they
Yes.
are in the past, then more than likely they're going to be damaged and will probably flooded.
Oh yeah. Oh no, we're guaranteed hurricanes if we get this island. There's no doubt in that. We're guaranteed for hurricanes.
Yeah, I
Guaranteed.
mean, imagine like Hurricane Ian or other than that, when the islands be in the direct path. Because as far as I
Yeah.
know, they could be flooded right now.
Matter of fact, Bell's Island is under a tropical storm warning right now. So, because Ian's done, but since Ian's done, it's now breaking apart, and all that torrential rain is now going towards Bell's Island.
Mhm.
So, yeah, Bell's Island, and of course Carteret County, North Carolina, is under a tropical storm warning. Because Ian, even though Ian is breaking, Ian got big enough to still be devastating.
Yeah,
As it's breaking apart into a tropical depression.
it apparently grew into like an actual Category 4.
Yeah, well, I heard it got up to 5, but it might have been for like a split second or something. But
I didn't hear anything about 5, but definitely.
I mean, that's what I heard. But not all weather articles are accurate anyway. So, but it's whatever. It's done. It's already passed up Florida. Florida got devastated. So all I can really say is hope they're okay. That's all I can really say. So we do have nations. We do recognize some nations down there that just got hit by that hurricane. So like there's the Principality of Perjoden. There's I think that's it. I think that's the only nation we recognize that's in Florida.
So when we start purchasing the islands, one of our biggest actual main concerns is preparing it for hurricanes, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Got to make sure it doesn't flood or anything like that.
Yep.
Especially because it's an island. It's surrounded
Well,
by
see, there's
water.
a city that I've actually explored in Kentucky that has their own storm shelter. Like, okay, so it's a small town. It's a small, narrow town, and I mean narrow. Okay, it's a small, narrow town. I'm pretty sure not a single home in that town has a basement. Even though they look like they could have a basement, it almost looks like I don't think they do. Because in the center of that town, they have a bunker that is used for storms. A legitimate bunker in the middle of their town. And it's called the Storm Building because that's where they go in case of a storm. Because it is Tornado Alley. It was in Meade County, I think. So yeah, it is Tornado Alley. So that place is definitely gonna get tornadoes. So I was thinking we could probably do that on every single island, have a storm bunker like that to protect people from storms, such as tornadoes and hurricanes. So, and the building is reinforced. So I don't know. I've never been inside of it, obviously, because I don't know if I was allowed to or not. I was literally a stranger there. So, yeah, I was literally a stranger there. So, I mean, good thing the people were nice, especially the police there. So yeah, man, I swear when I went to different places in Kentucky, it feels like I just went to another country. I swear it does. I swear to God it does. Because it is so different outside of Louisville.
Everything is.
Yeah, it is so different outside. I've been to other cities in other states. I mean, I've seen things, but I never actually been into cities and actually stayed there for a good amount of time. And oh my, they are different. Like, what was it? I think it was Campton. I think it was Campton, Kentucky, I think I went to. The first county I went to, I'm pretty sure it was Wolfe County. In Wolfe County, oh man. In Wolfe County, the first person I talked to was a sheriff. Shit you not, the first person I talked to was a sheriff. The sheriff walked up to me, and I said hi. And we said hi. We had a small talk. But he was busy. He had to go somewhere. But it was lovely. And I actually got to talk to a couple of residents there. There was a lot of people walking their dogs. You know, there was hills. There was big hills.
Oh my
I was
goodness.
actually down the street from Black Mountain, which is Kentucky's highest point. So I think I actually drove up Black Mountain too, because I was driving up a mountain going from county to county. So I was driving up some kind of mountain because I was going up. Okay. Like I'm going on a swervy country road and I'm going up. All right. So it's like, all right, I have no idea where the hell I'm going. I'm just going what GPS told me to go. So yeah, and I almost ran over a turkey. So that was fun. And it was a big turkey. Bree, this turkey. Okay, I'm driving my car. So imagine you're in my car too, right? You're in my car. You can see the bird's chest over the hood. That's how big that bird was.
What?
Yeah, that was a big tom. It was a big tom. Wow, that was a big turkey. It was the only turkey there too. It wasn't with anything. It was the only turkey there, and that sucker was big.
I would have loved to
I
see
should have ran
that.
it over and took it home with me. That's what I should have done. But man, dude, that would have covered like 3 Thanksgivings of how that big that bird was. That would have covered 3 Thanksgivings right there. 3 years of nothing but turkey done.
Oh my goodness.
Like let's be real. All right, let's see. Okay, good. I got that posted. Okay. All right, I'm not even gonna read the annotation, so we're gonna go to number 21. Why is it so long? All right. Authority in emergencies due to an enemy attack. Ah, okay. Well, obviously we're not the United States. We're the Queen of Nix, but Senator Bree, just straight up what the title says, not even what the article says, what the title says. Do you think we should have something like that? Of what the title says. Well, hold on. I guess we should read the article. I guess we should read the article just in case there's something that I might have missed or something. So disregard. The state local government operations periods of emergency with the limited those power, need, duty. I was saying any position. Apply law for. Okay, so say the Queen of Minix is under attack. Obviously, as the Prime Minister, I'm gonna get my soldiers and my own gun, and I'm gonna fight. Okay, so while I'm fighting, you guys are in the meeting room trying to figure out what the hell are we doing. So, like, what are you gonna do to tell citizens what to do to get to safety or to fight? So, let's look at Nebraska's example on if the United States was ever attacked, what will Nebraska do? Let's see. The prompt temporary succession to the powers and duties of all public. Okay. Okay. Yes. Succession. Yes. Of whatever nature and whether filled by election or appointment, the incumbents of which, after an attack, may be or become unavailable or unable to carry on the powers of such offices. See, to continue legend upon or without call by the governor during or after war or enemy caused disaster occurring in and with respect to whose presence or vote is necessary to constitute quorum or to accomplish selection changing and from time to time over temporary state seat of government, temporary county seats, and temporary seats of government for other purposes such as abuse of maintenance, span, oh my. In the exercise of powers here, with respect to. Oh, there's no annotation? Oh, duh. If there was an annotation on one of those things, there's a problem. Because, like, wait a minute. Why is there a Supreme Court case? Did the United States get attacked? What? No. So, but no. Okay. So, well. Yeah, so what do you think? What do you think we should do? If we were ever invaded, God forbid, if we were ever invaded by a country, what should the House of Representatives do? Because
Create a strategy battle plan, obviously.
Yeah, because as the Prime Minister, I'm out there with my gun fighting with the soldiers. Okay?
I say no to that because we should always try to protect our people, our leader, and our people.
True, but even though we're fighting, the government still has to stay functioning for the Queen of Nix to stay alive.
Yeah,
the Queen of Nix can stay alive by its people, but it has to function still as a government. So to keep its sovereignty up. So what should the legislature do? What should it do during times of an enemy attack? And it has to be an enemy attack on us.
Well, basically,
I say we should. I know you shouldn't go out there because we need to protect you.
No, you don't. I swore an oath to protect the Constitution of the Queen of Nix. And so did the future, the Royal Navy and the Royal Marines. Okay, so, and that Constitution says protect life, liberty, and property. So therefore, I'm going to protect life, liberty, and property by defending Nix. So, yes, Senator Bree.
Well, here's a suggestion. Half of the legislators can focus on creating a battle plan for those who are in charge with the soldiers. The other half, make sure all the citizens can safely sneak out of the way of the battle.
I can see that, but it's a little weird of the legislatures. So the legislature has to still make laws. Well, it still has to make laws even when we're in war. So, but obviously, once laws are passed in the unicameral during war, it's automatic. So, because it ain't going to need my signature, whatever laws they pass, I'm going to enforce it. So, with that said, while there's obviously Nixie citizens exercising their Second Amendment right, fighting a foreign invasion, along with the Royal Navy and myself, because I will be fighting. I mean, obviously, I'll do strategies and such, but I'm gonna leave that to the experts. Because anybody can elect another prime minister, but I'm going out there and fight. So, yeah. All right. So, I'm sorry, but not sorry. I'll go die fighting for the country that took me fucking years to make. Okay. So, damn it.
Prime Minister Austin.
Yeah.
If that does happen, I'm sorry, but I'm defending it with you.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. But no, so it is a little complicated because, like, when we're in war, you don't think about laws being passed or anything like that. But when we're in war, everybody's in, like, say if we get invaded, okay? Not really, obviously we're at war, but if we get invaded, as in there's foreign troops on our island, people are obviously going to exercise their Second Amendment right to protect their family and their property from the enemy invasion, whether they want our help or not. But the legislator needs to know now, okay, we're in war mode. What laws should